Welcome back to Takacs McGinnis Elder Care Law Hour. I'm Tim Takacs. In our last segment, we're going to continue to focus on the issues of aging, long life, disability, and unexpected illness. Barbara?
And I'm Barbara McGinnis. And with us today is Brent Peterson from Peterson for Parkinson's. And we're going to talk about what is Parkinson's disease, what are some of the symptoms, what are the resources if you have the disease, or if you're a caregiver for someone with that disease. His background is really pretty interesting, Brent, and I'm going to let you tell people about it. But you were an assistant coach with the Predators.
Well, actually, I played 11 years in the NHL. I was a pro athlete, and I played 11 years, and then I retired. And I was coaching for 23 years, and then about 14 years ago, I got diagnosed with Parkinson's disease, and I had to finally get off the ice, and I was with the Predators till 2011. I'm actually still with the Predators now, but I am not able to coach because my Parkinson's has progressed, and it is a progressive disease. It got a little bit worse, but it's been great so far. I've been able to take some time off and from the job of coaching and help people and do the things that we need to do to get the operational running.
Go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say, we spend a lot of time as a society, especially in geriatric care, talking about Alzheimer's disease. We don't spend as much time talking about Parkinson's, but it is another progressive disease that can affect mentation, right? Tell us more about the disease.
Well, Parkinson's is a movement disorder disease. It's caused by not having enough dopamine in your brain, and we don't know why all of a sudden after. You need 68% of your dopamine to be gone before even a symptom arises of Parkinson's. So, like if I'm at 80% of my dopamine's gone, that means I'm going to get Parkinson's. I'm going to have slowness of movement. I'm going to have rigidity. I'm going to have tremors. Those kind of things are all symptoms of Parkinson's disease. But it's kind of interesting that Parkinson's is such a funny disease. It's not. It's like she was saying about Alzheimer's. It's just mysterious. Nobody has the same kind of Parkinson's. Like, I had the DBS surgery.
DBS is
deep brain stimulation.
Okay. Where
they went down and my head's all going 1,000, and they went down and they calmed it down. That's how they do it. It's sort of like dopamine. If it works, it sort of calms down your brain and you're able to move. If you don't have dopamine, the dopamine makes your hands and the movements being able to do the things you want them to do. But when you don't have any dopamine, it goes awry, and you have all those other things that go wrong with you. So I ended up being a perfect candidate for DBS, which you have to be young enough and you have to have enough healthy enough to do these things. It's been a godsend to me. I would have been in a wheelchair by now if I hadn't had the DBS, and it's been a great treatment. It's part of the medications. Medications are good too. They have the pump going now. They have this new thing called the pump. I don't know what they pump into you, but it gets directly to your system, and it really helps a lot. So there are a lot of new things going on with medications. There's a lot of new things going on with the DBS. DBS just seemed to help me more than a lot of people. Like, I had my best buddies that were all had Parkinson's, and out of 5 of them that had the DBS, 3 of us that worked grade 4, 1 that didn't work at all, and the other one was sort of in between. So you just never know, because Parkinson's, everybody has their own kind of Parkinson's, everybody has their own treatments, everybody has their own symptoms, and it's really tough to manage that kind of situation when everything is different for everybody.
So how old were you when you were diagnosed?
I was 43, so they call young onset is 20 to 40, and I was just past that. But I was a young man, and I was ready to be on. I had just got a job in Calgary as a head coach of the Calgary Flames.
Oh wow!
And when they found out I had Parkinson's, they had to sort of take it back. It was just a tough situation. So I've had it for 15 years now, and we didn't tell anybody because we were scared to death. My wife and I were scared to death to tell anybody because of the health insurance and all those things. But the Predators have been fantastic.
So how did you wind up with the Predators?
I was a coach. I was assistant coach with Barry Trotz for 15 years. Okay. I was day one guy here.
Okay.
I was one of the first employees here. There's 5 of us left that are still here. And last year was so exciting to see the Predators do so well after all these years that we've been doing this.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about the statistics. I mean, you said you got it early onset, or kind of just past early onset. How many people in Tennessee?
There's about 11,000 that have Parkinson's in Tennessee, and there's about 1.5 million to 1.5 million that have it in the United States, and it's not really, it's not genetic, and it's not. And I've seen where father and son had it. I've seen where mother and daughter had it. And I've seen in my family, nobody even heard of Parkinson's. I'm the only one that's ever had it. They don't know why, but my brother thinks it's because I had so many concussions.
Well, I was going to ask, what are the risk factors, and what about head injuries?
We don't know. We think, and we sort of try to. My brother says, yeah, because you had so many concussions, that's why your dopamine stopped, and that's why you have Parkinson's. That's why. But we just don't know. There's a lot of people that have Parkinson's that never had a head injury at all, never even bumped their head on anything. So it's just, it could be genetics, could be that, it could be environmental, could be all kinds of things, but we just don't know what the risk factors are, and it's you say it's not curable yet. It's progressive. We just don't know where we're going, but we're doing a good job of getting some good medications out there and get some good other treatments that are really helping a lot of people.
You seem to have managed your, I guess I'll call it the disease or illness, very well over the last 15 years. So what's your experience been like, and what can you provide to our viewers?
All I can say is you have to have a good attitude about it. If you don't wake up in the morning and you don't want to have a good attitude, you're not going to make it that day. And that's why I tell everybody, attitude determines altitude. Mm-hmm. And you have to get, and then after that you have to go to the doctor, and you have to find a good movement disorders doctor who knows what he's doing, a neurologist or whatever, knows what he's doing, and get tested or whatever if you're feeling that you have some of those symptoms, and you get tested. But you gotta be positive, and you got it, so you gotta do something about it.
Yeah.
And that's what Michael J. Fox and I talked one night, and he's a good friend because I used to know him from. He was a big hockey fan out in Vancouver, and that's where I played 2 of my years I played. And he says, Brent, I'm sick and tired of hearing you complain about this. You got to go do something about it. So that's how we try to do things in the community. We try to fund things. Like our support group in Franklin now, we're supporting a choir. They're going to have a choir. They're going to have a dancing thing, and they're going to have, we do kickbox, or we do rock steady boxing. We do boxing for Parkinson's. It's great if you get out there and you do it, and you associate with people, and you're not just in the. I've learned that Parkinson's patients are shut-ins. They stay in the house. They don't want to do anything. They don't feel like doing anything. They lay on the couch, and they don't do anything. And you got to get up and you got to exercise. You don't exercise. And I've been the same way. I've been a year at a time that I didn't want to get out and do anything. But I learned that exercise was good. I watched other people how positive they were. And it's been really good for me to just see this. So it's been a blessing that I didn't go anywhere, and I stay in here, and the Petersons have helped me fund this and get it going, and it's been a real treat for me to be around.
Mm-hmm. Well, tell us more about the mission of the Peterson for Parkinson Foundation.
Well, we were originally going to try to just give our money to research, but then we decided that we want to help the caregiver right now and the patient and the caregiver right now. So like I said, we fund the groups that have acquired, because Parkinson's patients talk very slowly and very soft. So we want to get them out there and sing, and so they're doing a choir. So we're going to do a choir, and then we're going to do a dance thing. And I don't want to do dancing because I trip all over my feet. I fall down all the time. That's one of the worst parts of my Parkinson's. Is I trip.
People who don't have Parkinson's do the same thing.
Exactly. But it's been, and we're just going to try to get those people out there and get them doing things. 2 years ago, they had 5 people start this little support group. Now they have 70 people that meet every month. It's been great. They're coming to our event coming up in the middle of September. A big event at the Bridgestone Arena where we're going to have 1,000 people on the floor of the arena. We're going to have a comedian. We're going to raise some money. It is a fundraiser, but I don't treat it as a fundraiser. I treat it as just a get together and a fun night. That's the kind of things we try to do, and we try to make things fun so that people aren't always down and out. And it's got to be an exciting thing for everybody.
So what I heard you say was the mission is to give folks hope and education and keep them going.
Well, the mission statement says we want to raise money and awareness, and we are raising some money, but we're raising awareness mostly because these people we found each other, and we have so many people new now that are going to be out there doing things and doing rock steady boxing and singing in a choir and dancing and doing all these things that we want to do. And I really appreciate the time you've given me to be here today.
So people who have Parkinson's disease or have been diagnosed, and their caregivers or people or their loved ones, can they contact your foundation?
There's petersonforparkinsons.org.
All right, we're showing it right now on the screen.
And then there's the other one. The other ones are I can't remember where the other ones are, but there's the foundation for Michael J. Fox Foundation, which is you can do things. And then there's the the Parkinson's, National Parkinson's at Vanderbilt.
Great.
So those three, and they do clinical studies at Vanderbilt too sometimes. All those things are involved, and it's been, like I said, thank you very much.
So we'll know to contact you.
Yeah.
Thanks for being here today.
My pleasure. It's been great.
Thanks for coming out.
All right, so I think it's time for us to say goodbye for this episode. Thank you for being here. You'll find information about today's episode on our website, and next time we'll be back talking about more of the challenges related to advanced age and chronic illness, taking care of our loved ones as they age. I'm Barbara McGinnis.
And I'm Tim Takacs. See you next time.
Bye.